in a peaceful village called Noorabad, where the morning sun warmed the earth and the breeze carried the scent of fresh roti and wildflowers, lived a kind and wise woman named Grandma Halima. She was well known in the village, not just for her sweet, date-filled cookies or her gentle voice, but for her heart that overflowed with love and Islamic wisdom. Every morning, her grandson Yusuf would come running into her courtyard, eager to spend time with her before heading out to play. That day was no different. Yusuf, barefoot and excited, rushed over to where she was seated under the big neem tree, holding her prayer beads and humming softly to herself. "Grandma, can we go play near the river today?" he asked, his eyes twinkling with the joy only an 11-year-old could hold. She smiled, placing her hand gently over his head. "Of course, my dear. But before you run off, come sit with me a moment. I have something important to tell you today. Something the Prophet taught us about the power of kindness." Yusuf flopped down beside her, curious. Just then, 3 more children appeared. Ayan, brave and a bit wild. Fatima, quiet and smart. And Bilal, the observant one who often saw what others missed. "Come, children," Grandma Halima called out. "This is a lesson for all of you." They settled around her, and she began to speak in that soft, story-like tone that always held their attention. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad once said, "Kindness is a mark of faith, and whoever is not kind has no faith." You see, being kind isn't just about being nice when it's easy. It's about being merciful when it's hard. Want to hear a story from when I was a little girl? All 4 nodded eagerly. "There was a man in this very village named Bashir," she said. "He was known for being angry and cold-hearted. People crossed the road to avoid him. But one Ramadan, my grandmother sent me to give him a basket of dates." Yusuf's eyebrows shot up. "To him?" "Yes," she said, smiling. "And I was scared, believe me. But my grandmother reminded me, we do good not for the people, but for Allah. So I walked up to his door, said salam, and handed him the basket. He looked at me with hard eyes and said, 'Why are you giving this to me?' I replied, 'Because it's Ramadan, and our Prophet taught us to give and to be kind.'" She paused, letting the words sink in. He didn't say anything then. But 2 weeks later, he came to the masjid for the first time, and after Eid, he told the imam, "That little girl's kindness broke something open in me." And from then on, he changed. The children were silent, eyes wide. Grandma Halima leaned in. "Kindness, children, is like water, soft, but it wears through stone." Later that day, Yusuf and his friends made their way to the river, laughing and chasing each other through the grass. As they reached the riverbank, they saw a boy sitting alone, Imran. He was always alone. His clothes were dirty, his face sullen, and he rarely spoke. Everyone avoided him, even the adults. "Let's just play further down," Ayan whispered. But Yusuf stopped. He looked at Imran, then back at his friends. "What if we showed him some kindness?" Fatima hesitated, then said, "Like your grandma's story." Yusuf nodded, pulled a piece of roti from his satchel and walked over. "Salam, Imran. Want to share my lunch?" Imran looked up, startled. He didn't say anything, but slowly reached out for the bread. Fatima stepped forward with her water bottle. Bilal picked up a bowl and gently rolled it toward him. "Want to play with us?" Yusuf asked. For a long second, Imran said nothing. Then for the first time in many days, he smiled. From that day on, Imran began joining them. He was quiet at first, but over time, he laughed with them, helped collect firewood for Fatima's family, and even shared stories about his parents, who had passed away. He lived with an uncle who hardly spoke to him, and no one in the village really took notice. One evening, while watching the sunset, Imran turned to Yusuf and said quietly, "Thank you. No one's ever been kind to me before. I thought maybe I didn't deserve it." Yusuf swallowed the lump in his throat. Everyone deserves kindness. The Prophet showed it to everyone, even those who hated him. A few days before Eid, the children helped Grandma Halima pack food baskets for the poor. Imran helped too, carefully wrapping dates and stacking loaves of bread. He had even made a little cardboard sign that read, "Be kind always, because Allah loves those who do good." As they delivered the baskets around the village, Yusuf whispered to his grandmother, "Do you think the Prophet would be proud of us?" Grandma Halima touched her heart and said, "When you show kindness for the sake of Allah, you are walking in His footsteps. That, my dear, is what makes you truly strong. Not your words, not your strength, but your mercy." And in the heart of Noorabad, under a glowing sky, a small group of children learned that one simple act of kindness could change a life, maybe even a village, because the power of kindness, done for the sake of Allah, is a power no one can deny. Moral of the story: kindness is not weakness. In Islam, it is strength, it is faith, and it is a reflection of the character of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. A small act of kindness, done sincerely for the sake of Allah, can heal a heart, build a bridge, and even turn darkness into light. Never underestimate the power of a good word, a warm smile, or a helping hand. Du'as to teach children about kindness. Dua for good character. Allahumma hassin khuluqi, kama hassanta khalqi. Allahumma hassin khuluqi, kama hassanta khalqi. O Allah, beautify my character, as you have beautified my appearance. Hadith, Ahmad. Dua for softness in the heart. Allahumma ij'alni layyin al-qalb, hasan al-khuluq. Allahumma aj'alni layyin al-qalbi, hasan al-khuluq. O Allah, make my heart gentle and my character good. Dua to be among the kind and righteous. Rabbi ij'alni min al-muhsinin. Rabbi aj'alni min al-muhsinin. My Lord, make me among the doers of good. Quran, Surah Yusuf, Twela Tatin T2.